My recording starts now. Yeah, welcome once again to the School Goals Training by Oluseyi, the school marketing expert. Okay, in this session tonight, I will be teaching everybody present how you can get 50 to 100 new students into your school within the next 90 days. So we're in May, right? June, July, August. Trust me, by September of 2024, you can get this in your school. You can get 50 to 100 students. Why I'm not very certain about the exact number is it's a range. It's a range. The more you put in, the better it is for you. Olakoya or Busayo, please mute yourself. Thank you. Okay, so one thing I'm going to do for everyone who waits till the end of the session tonight is that I'm going to give you a special gift. This one is for only people who joined tonight and who are watching right now and who will stay till the end. I promise you it's going to be worth your while, okay? It's going to be worth your while. Do not run away in between. You can keep the phone somewhere while you do your chores. I know there's some women among us and all that, but please try and stay till the end because you'll be learning a lot. So who is this lady speaking? My name is Oluseyi. I'm an educational consultant with over 7 years experience. I'm also a digital marketing specialist with over 6 years experience. Yes, I'm a small business coach. So I teach SMEs how to use social media for marketing. I coach, I train, I teach people, and I also do it for my business as well as for others. And in addition to being a mom and a wife, I have a baby, I have a toddler. In case you hear me saying, go back, go and sit down, you will know who I'm speaking with, right? So I have a lot of experience in the education industry. I have taught in different schools, primary schools, secondary schools, very big, expensive schools, and very cheap, very, very cheap, kind of church schools. And I have seen behind the scenes of what happens in the sector. And then combining my experience as a teacher, as an educationist with my marketing experience as well, that is why I started the School Marketing Expert late last year, or let's say early this year. So I'm going to go straight into the training. The first question I'll be asking us tonight is, how did parents choose schools for their kids back in the day? All of us here, we want to grow our school, but we need to understand some basic principles. The first one is, back in the day, how did parents choose schools for their children? How did they choose schools for their children? Back in the time when my mom wanted to put me in school, some many years ago, I'm not too old, I'm in my 30s. So let's say some 20-something or 30-something years ago when I wanted to start school. How did they choose a school for me? So I have the next slide here that tells about the ancient method, that's the method my mother used, versus the method mothers are using today. The method Gen Z mothers are using versus the method our mommies, our grandmas of today used back in the day. So my mom and other old women of those days, they went into different schools. They bought forms. They bought forms. They collected the school brochure or the school prospectus, that's whatever it is called. They attended school events. They asked questions. Oh, Mama Tolu, that school your children are going to, I like the uniform, it's very beautiful. How much is the school fee? Oh, what do you like about the school? And then Mama Tolu will say, okay, in that school, this is what they do, this is how they do. In the other school, this is what they do. She'll ask like 3, 4, 5 persons. And then she will decide, okay, this one, their money is too much. Okay, this one is too far away. Okay, this one, I like the way the children speak English. And then she will make a decision. That was 20, 30 years ago, maybe even 10 years ago. But today, in 2024, in the past, at least few years, since the advent of technology, how do parents now choose schools for their children? They do that by searching for schools nearby. Officer Dudu is making noise. Please mute yourself.
Please, kindly mute everybody, please.
I'm trying to do that. Everybody was supposed to be muted from the beginning. Parents of today, when they want to choose schools for their children, they will first search for schools nearby online. And then they will go to maybe the website or whatever platform you have, and then they will download your link, maybe your brochure, your prospectus they will try to read up about the school. They would also keep an eye on the school's events. So if you have been keeping your events, you've been talking about the different events in your school, you have been keeping a record of them, saving them online, they would watch, they would take some learning from it. They would like to engage with other parents of the school virtually. They don't really need to see them. They will see maybe they are making comments, they are seeing their reactions and all of that. And they would also read testimonials online. They will read, okay, this is what this parent is saying. This is what the other parent said about the school. And trust me, from that alone, they will make their decision. They will make their decision. They no longer have to go from school to school buying forms, buying like 3 to 5 forms, or asking Mommy Tolu, asking Mrs. Amara, asking Malam Daudu, Malam, what about this school? What about? No, they don't need to do that. Nobody has time for that anymore. So my question for you is, does your school still use the Asian method, or can people use the modern method and also still find your school? So I'm asking you on this slide, on a scale of 0 to 10, how well positioned is your school? If a parent that has never heard about you like this, they just moved into your estate, they just moved into the area, and they're looking for a school for their child, how easy is it for them to find you? On a scale of 0 to 10, please put it in the chat. 0 means nobody can find you online, like there's no way, no trace. 10 means check, website check, social media check, you are updated on all platforms, everything is sweet, and you know. So I want to see your comments. I want to see your comments. I want to see your comments. Yes, please. Yes, please. From 0 to 10, where is your school? Asian method. 5/10. 2, 1, 7. Who is this 7? Wow, 7, I give you a big hand. That's fantastic. 6. Oluwayemi says 6. Splendid says 5. There's another 6. Oh, wow. There's 7, there's 3, 6, 6. Nobody's saying 10. Park Lane, welcome, ma. Good to have you. Ancient method. 6 to 10, 6/10. 10. Who is this 10/10? Please, see me clapping for you here. If you are 10/10, I just drop my hat to you like this. Say, wow, bravo, bravo, bravo. Some of you here that are rating yourself 6. The last time you posted on your Facebook page was 2021. Please, if you're like that, just remove that 6 and put 0 there. Some of you have not posted in the past 1 year. Some people only post once a term. Welcome, children. Welcome to school. Welcome. This is the new term. And they'll just post one random picture. Please, you're not up to date. Remove that 10. Remove that 6. Remove that 5. Give yourself a 0. Because if you say 10, if you say 6, it means that me now, Madam Stranger, I just moved into Abeokuta and I'm looking for a school for my child. And when I go to your website or I go to your social media page, I can see everything that I need to make me bring my child to your school. That 10/10 you're giving yourself, or 8/10, means that a total stranger can search for you anywhere, find your page, find your school online without meeting any teacher or parents. And you are just sure that everything they need to see is there for them. Every single thing they need to see to make a decision, they will find it. Anything aside that, please, just score yourself 0 or even -1. Okay, so let's go back to our work. Now, let's want to talk about marketing. We want to talk about marketing. Oh, sorry, my slide has jumped ahead of me. Okay, we want to talk about marketing. How do you market your school? And how do you hunt for new customers? I've just given you a small trick there. Some smart people are taking notes. Some people will not take notes. Well, that's fine if you don't want to take notes, right? But I want to talk about marketing a school. A school is just like any other business, right? Like some people will say, oh, I want to start a business. My husband should give me money to start a business. Oh, I want to start a business. Now, starting a business is a fantastic idea. But we all know that most businesses fail within the first 3 to 5 years. And it's the same for schools. And it's not because somebody has laid a course on businesses. It is simply because the people running the businesses are not doing a great job preparing for that business. A business is only as good as the number of customers that it has. All right. So if you don't have customers, your business is dead, no matter how much effort you put in, no matter how much prayer and fasting you do. Now, I'll talk about the ancient method of running a business or a school business, as the case may be. So for school businesses, because I've been a teacher, I know what it's like. This is the ancient method, and I don't need to tell you it's an ineffective method. When you open a new school, you print handbills. Even if it's not a new school, maybe against a new term or a new session, you print handbills, flyers. You will gather your teachers, put them at the back of one bus or one, what do they call those vehicles that have empty, open back? I forgot what they call them. You know those vehicles now that their back is open. You put your teachers on top, get one DJ that'll be playing music, and get some people that can dance very well. And they'll go to the roundabout, the junction, to the market. They'll dance. Boom, 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 boom. And when they are doing that, anybody that stops by to look at them, they'll give them the flyer and say, bring your child to our school, oh, blah, blah, blah. Some people that don't like that RAS method, they will carry their school flyers or handbills. They'll go and drop at big supermarkets around. That's another class of people. Some people, some school owners, some principals, they will bully their staff. Madam head of school, madam principal, if you don't grow this school to 500 students by next term, I am going to sack you. My dear, your school head is an educationist, not a marketer. So if you're still bullying your staff, bullying them, telling them that they must bring you students, they must go and market the school, you are just wasting your time. You're pouring water at the back of a duck. It will just shake off like this. Their primary responsibility is in the education sector to teach, to manage the school. They are not marketers. You know how marketers do their work? It's a skill that needs to be learned. Okay? So bullying your staff, threatening them, promising to cut down their salary, or even promising that you will give them more money. I've been in a school where madam will always promise you, oh, when you bring children, I will give you a percentage. That one is always story. They never keep those promises, I can tell you. Maybe a few school owners do, but most people don't. Some very tush ones that have money, they will go to a radio station or TV or newspaper and pay for a slot or as many slots as they can handle. And they'll say, just run adverts for my school, talk about the school on radio, on TV. The question is, how many people still listen to radio today? How many people sit down and watch TV from morning till evening? How many of us still buy newspaper? Trust me, the number of people that buy newspaper in 2024 compared to 2014, 2004, the number has gone down considerably. The number has gone down. People don't buy those things again. We have our way of getting news right now. We even get it faster than you think, faster than the newspaper. Before the newspaper is bringing it as hot, sizzling news tomorrow morning, we've heard the gist last night. And we don't wait for TV or radio. And even if you put it on radio, fine. Who told you that the people listening to the radio that are living around your area or that have children will listen to the radio at that time when the broadcast will be made or when the jingle will be run, will be played on radio? Trust me, there's some advertising strategies that no longer work as they used to back in the days. Now, another set of school owners or schools, they will go and pay a lot of money and they will erect magnificent billboards on major roads. Maybe there's one express, one 8-lane express. They will go and pay big money. The question is, all those people flying past that road, they spend less than 2 seconds looking at the billboard. So how would they even see the name of the school and the location and the number to call and everything? That's why I said it's not that effective, if it is at all. Some other school owners are very prayerful people. Mommy G.O. and Daddy Pastor. Every Monday morning, they will rakababa shakala on in their school compound, pray, fast, kabash, bust, bind, cast. Is it good to pray? Very good to pray. I'm a Christian, I pray. Is it good to fast? It is very good to fast. Christians fast, Muslims fast. But if you don't do your work as a human being and you're praying to God to come and do for you, is it angels that will go and market your school for you? You do your part and then you add prayer to it. That's how I believe things work. But if you're not doing anything, you're just praying, every demon that is covering my school, every witch that is not allowing students to come, it's not witches and wizards, my dear. You are not marketing. It is as simple as that. If you do good marketing, you will pray less and you will see results. And then there are some other school owners that they don't do anything at all. They say, don't worry, if the school is good, the school will market itself. I have spent money, I have painted this school. That's enough marketing. I'm here to tell you that painting your school is not marketing. Buying plenty educational resources from Canada and UK and US in dollar, in pounds, in whatever currency is not marketing. You will buy them, they will be in your school, but people outside, they would not know anything about it. So, would you still like to continue using this ineffective ancient method? Please tell me in the chat. Oh, let me see. Since you have been using this ancient method, how many students have you been enrolling in your school? How many? How many have you been enrolling? How many of them? In a session, how many? How many new people that have never heard about you, that have never seen anything about your school before? How many new people? Versus only the people who maybe somebody's younger brother, younger sister somewhere, you know, that is coming into the school. So the school has turned into a family school. How many students will find your school from that, your old ancient method of marketing? Most likely very few, if any at all. Very few, if any at all. Now, let me show you how smart school owners market their school in 2024. In 2024, you want to market your school, even if it's a brand new school that started this morning. This is what you will do. Yeah, I'm teaching you, right? I already told you that this session is going to be worth your while. So if you're taking notes, good for you, right? The first thing you're going to do is you will sit down and plan a viral campaign. You sit down and plan a viral campaign. Now, all these big words, they sound like technical jargon, but that's what we call them, viral. You know how videos go viral. You're going to plan how you can go viral, but you're not just going viral randomly. Maybe people see you in Canada, some other people in Ibadan, some people in Lagos. You like to go viral in your location or in selected locations where you know that your target market is. Those your target customers, those people that you know that they can pay my school fees, they can afford it, they will appreciate the effort, the equipment, the facilities that I have in my school. You plan yourself how you're going to go viral before them only. You're not going viral to people who are not, you know, in the catchment area. Another thing you will do is you will create and optimize your digital assets. All of you that have Facebook pages, TikTok pages, YouTube pages that are dead, as in they're already dead right now, you would pull them up again, make them come alive again. Somebody is disturbing us soon. Who is that person? Please mute yourself. All right. So you will create attention-grabbing visuals. Attention-grabbing visuals. Those are the things you're going to create so that you can catch attention of, you know, people. Then you will employ the OPAC framework. The OPAC framework is what I call my own framework, how I work. That makes me different from every other digital marketer around, right? That's for me. Now, you will make sure that whatever you're doing catches, convinces, and converts your ideal customers. Now, every school is different. Every school is different because your customers are different. I was speaking with a school owner one time and she was saying, Sheyi, how come if you're marketing a school in Port Harcourt and another school owner comes to you in the same city and you have to market the two of them, won't one be dragging attention against the other? I said, madam, it doesn't work like that. There's a reason why some people prefer to buy things in a certain shop and some other people will say, no, I don't want to buy in that shop. I would rather go 2 blocks away to the next shop. There's a reason why some of you want to make your hair. You will go to Mama Risi, whose shop is under the tree. And some people will say, no, I can't sit there. I'd rather go to this other shop that is well touched. They have AC running. They have like 7 staff members. So when I go there, I'm sure I'm going to be out in 30, 45 minutes. You know, everybody's target audience is not the same. And of course, your prices, your strategy for marketing will not be the same. Okay? So targeting and catching your ideal clients is a strategy. It's not what everybody does. Okay? Now, the final part will be to become the talk of the town. So when you do your marketing right in the faces of your ideal clients, you will soon become the talk of the town. You will soon become the talk of the town within a short time, and you start smiling to the bank. This thing is not rocket science. This is something that many business owners around the world are using. But school owners are sleeping on it. And I'm like, I wish these people know. Because as we keep moving on, by next year, more and more people will be knowing about it, and the industry will become more competitive. But because we're trying to, I'm trying to help the smart people who will quickly jump on it right now before it becomes too competitive. Imagine I'll share a testimonial with you of a lady that I helped last year, and she was saying she got over 70 children. Trust me, if you know her location in Port Harcourt, it's called Lumodara in Eneka area of Port Harcourt. So anybody here who is in Port Harcourt will know that area. It's a residential area, and there are several schools, several big schools around. And she was saying, I've been here for 10 years. This is the 10th year of my school. We're not really growing that well, blah, blah, blah. And I said, there's a way around it. We can help you. She didn't believe. Just like you here, you're not believing. You think this is sweet mouth. If you know me, you know I'm a very shy person. I will not say what I cannot stand behind. I won't. I'm not that kind of person. But I know that this thing is working. I know that it works. That's why I'm here I'm putting my name on it. Like, this is what it is. And because I know it works, I told her, okay, don't worry. Let me do it for you. Like, just a test. And she said her staff members, her teachers were asking her, Madam, where did you go? Did you go to any place? Did they give you anything? Did you pour something on the ground? You know how Nigerians can be diabolic in their thoughts sometimes. Where did you go? What did you do? Madam, you didn't even bring banner. Or did you put any billboard anywhere? Where are these customers coming from? They're just calling. They're just, walking into the school. They're buying the forms. She said, really? Because she doesn't work in the school. She has her staff members, principal and everything. But she comes in like 1 or 2 times a week to see what's going on. And trust me, by the time it was September, when school resumed fully, I just saw her bargaining with carpenter. I said, what's happening? Then the next thing I heard, they started opening those rooms in the school, those classes that they have never used in the past 10 years. They have never opened them. They're opening them, cleaning them up, putting new tables and chairs and everything. I'm like, I didn't catch it on time. I was like, what's up? Why? What's going on? Then she said there's a population explosion. That was where I heard that word from. Population explosion. So to use the word explosion, I said, okay, ma, please, you need to tell me the number. That was how she told me the number. From about 150 something children, she got to about 200 plus, 210 plus, as at the time I asked her. And you'll see her video very soon. So all of this is to say that there's a smart way of doing things. There's a smart way of marketing your school. You don't need to continue to suffer, continue to struggle, continue to, just beat about the bush. You can hit it and hit it and hit it right. By the time your school you get 50 new children or 100 new, some of you will not even have space again. You will not even have spaces again in the school. You will start doing shakara. You start telling people admission is closed for the year. Oh, so that part, admission is closed for the year. They say, madam, please, this is my son. Blah, blah, blah. I say, madam, please, we are, in fact, we are short of space. Admission is closed. You know what it means to tell people admission is closed for the year? It means that, no, now this one will be joke. But if people are bringing their children 2 days to exam and you're admitting them, it means that you really lack children. Okay. Now I want us to do my bad. Okay, network. Network, stop playing with me. Okay, let me share my screen again, please. Oh, my father, my God. Network. Okay. 1 minute, please. Award-winning singer-songwriter and star of the new movie Walter Gary. Okay. Savage. Please, can you, if you can hear me now, please type 2 in the comments. Sorry, my network is something else.
No, let me enter in the phone.
Somebody is making a lot of noise. Who is that? Okay, I've done that. My screen. Okay, so I'm going to continue. I was talking about bringing your calculator out because we want to do a quick math. I know that some of us are very calculative. We want to be sure that this thing is worth the price, is worth our time and attention. So if you have your calculator already, my first question to you is, how much is your termly school fees? In one term. In one term only, how much is your school fees for one child? Now, if your school fees is, say, if your school is very, very affordable, like you are really very nice in your pricing, maybe your school fees is like 70,000 naira. I know some people, their own is like 200, 400,000 naira and all that, right? So just pick your calculator. How much is one child worth in a term? And you know that we have 3 terms in a year, in a session. So multiply that figure by 3 to get the yearly school fees of one child in your school. Do you understand? So if your school fees for one term is, say, 70,000, that means for 3 terms, first term, second term, and third term, that's 70 plus 70 plus 70, or 70 times 3. That gives you 210,000. Whatever the school fees is, just do a quick addition. All right, keep the number in your heart. So don't share so that we will not come to your house and collect the money. So I'm assuming that if your school is very, very affordable, let me say in a session, in one session, the only amount of money you make from one child is 200,000 naira. Like you're very nice, you're very cheap. In fact, you don't like money, or you're in a not so urban area and the only amount of money you make from one child is 200,000 naira only. Now, let's go on with our mathematics. So we're not done. Let me see, what are people dropping for me in the chat? You can't hear me. Is it that you can't still hear me? Oh my God. If you can hear me now, please drop 2 in the chat.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay.
We can hear you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's better. Thank you. So if your school is so affordable, so cheap, and everything is just, you're not too pricey, and one child is worth only 200,000 naira. Now, the next thing I'm going to assume is that if that child stays in your school for only 5 years, if that child stays in your school for only 5 years, maybe they start from primary 1 and they stay primary 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, we know that in many cases, they start from creche, they stay nursery, they stay maybe 2 years in the nursery section, and then 5, 6 years in the primary section, or some of them come in JS1, they stay JS1, JS2, JS3, up until SS3. They stay much longer than 5 years, right? But let me just say averagely, they stay for 5 years. That means one child is worth 1 million naira. And you know that school business is not like other businesses, not like shoe and bag that people buy every day. If your student if a child is already in your school, chances are that within the next 5 years, they might not change that child's school, except something really serious happens. Now, if that child stays like that for 5 years, that child is worth only 1 million naira. That's if your school is very cheap. Oh. I know some of you, your value now for one child in 5 years is like maybe 5M, according to your school fees, right? This is just my own calculation for a very, very cheap school, very affordable school. Let's not say cheap, okay? So now, if I can help you get 50, only 50, I put 50 to 100, but if I say if I can help you get only 50 new children, how much would that be? How much would that be? How much would that be for you? If I can help you get 50 of them. Of course, you know what it means, right? That's 50 times 1M. That's 50 million. That's 50 million naira. And you're not going to be marketing like that every year, because if your school is good, the children are not going to change their school. They are going to be with you. They're going to be with you all the, like, throughout, right? So the question you will ask is, this is sounding like it's too good to be true. Oluseyi, your mouth is too sweet. Has it worked for anybody before? Yes, it has. It has worked for someone before. It works up to today for different people, different businesses in Nigeria and in other places around the world. Okay, so let's move on. I'll ask you a question. Have you ever bought something from a stranger online?
I don't know whether the answer is.
Anybody here that has bought something? Maybe shoes, maybe a bag, maybe a hat. You saw the adverts while you were scrolling on your phone, and then you bought. If you have, please type yes in the comments. You have bought something from somebody you've never seen before. You don't know them before. But you saw the bag, you're like, oh, I like this bag. Ah, I like this shoe. Oh, this jewelry. Oh, it's so beautiful. And then you pay the money, you pay for delivery, and they deliver it to you. Okay. I see yes now. Yes, once. Yes, several. Yes, yes, yes. Like this, my group, like this training, you saw it online and you joined. And you're here today, right? You saw it online. The same strategy, a similar strategy, is what we're going to use for your school. Trust me, there are people searching for schools. There are people, you ask me, how would I know a parent that is looking for school for their children, or a parent that has children of school age? Leave that one for me. That's my job. That's why I'm an expert. That's why I've spent the past 6-7 years working on my skill, fine-tuning it. It's not, you don't have to worry about that. That's my own business. That's my own worry. If you have bought something from somebody online before that you've never met, that you've never seen, somebody you've never seen can also find out about your school online, and then they make a buying decision. The most important thing is that they make a buying decision. All right? Now, okay, I'm asking you here, how did the seller know that you wanted to buy shoes or clothes? Let me ask you, if you're somebody that books air tickets, maybe you travel by air and you buy tickets online. Sometimes when you want to travel and you're already talking about, oh, you're going to buy tickets, or you will search this website, you will book on certain days, you will suddenly start seeing adverts about different fares, about Waka Now, what do they call all those funny airline companies that will not allow you rest? They'll start advertising to you, start seeing their adverts. They're like, how did they know that I want to travel? Why are they disturbing me with adverts? Leave that one for us. It is called artificial intelligence. Immediately you have a desire and you're talking about it, you're searching for it, you start seeing adverts on that particular item or those particular things. You start seeing the adverts. Artificial intelligence made it happen. Technology made it happen. Okay? And we're going to use that same technology for you. That's our work. We use the same technology to help you find people who can afford your school fees, who can afford your school, and who are in the locations that you desire. So if you're running a primary school, so to speak now, you know that for primary schools, people don't want places that are too far away from their residential area, like their residence where they live, right? We can help you do that. If it's a secondary school and it's a boarding school, there's a possibility that people who are not in town might bring their children. You know, maybe you're in Lagos, somebody from Abeokuta, from Ibadan, from even as far as Abuja can bring their children to your school, right? That's also possible. But I'm talking about even if it's a primary school or a day secondary school that children are not, they don't want to go far away from home. We can still help you make this happen. That one is our work. That's our job. Now, enough of me talking. I've been talking and talking and talking for so long. I want you to hear from my customer. I have a testimonial from one customer here. Her name is Mrs. Ajayi. You'll see a video from her shortly. She's the proprietress of Royal View International School in Eka, Port Harcourt. And she's the one I told you that she got over 70 new students in her school. I'm just going to go over to the WhatsApp message she sent to me. Okay? We don't have all the time to read through this, but just listen to what she says by herself. There's a video here now. Can you hear? Please, if you're hearing what she's saying in the video, type 3 in the comments. 3. So I know you can hear.
No, you can't hear.
You can't hear. Oops. Let me see. What do I need to do to play the video? Oh, I'm doing everything I can. Oh no. The video is actually on my Instagram page. Okay. Maybe I'll drop it on our WhatsApp group when we are done, because you need to hear what she said here. 10 years on running a school, she had never gotten that number in 1 year. Like how? In one session only. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm not able to play out the sound. Okay, let me just go back to the previous slide where she sent a testimonial. Now this is very tiny. It's very tiny. Well, because of time, I'll just move on. I'll drop the testimonial on the WhatsApp group. I can even do that while this session is going on. Let me just search for it and drop it. I'm so sorry. I thought this would play. But well, because of time. She was just talking here about how she also did not believe that it could work. But she decided to give it a try. Just let's see. It was just like a case of let's see, maybe anything good to come out of it. And she was wow.
I changed Wi-Fi and I pressed this.
Oh, so many people are talking.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ajayi Joy. Proprietress of Royal.
Okay, let me just, I'll drop it on WhatsApp group. I've already done that. So when we are done, you can watch and listen to what she said. I understand if you don't believe that this is even possible at all, because it's not common. It's not common knowledge, right? But then it is possible and it can work for you. Okay, so moving on. What makes the school marketing expert different from other marketers? I've spoken with school owners who say things like, we paid somebody to manage our page. We paid somebody to advertise for us, but nothing really happened. What makes you think you can do better than that person and all of that? Well, on the next slide, you will see what makes me different from every other person. Number 1, I have close to 10 years experience working in the education industry. Anybody you're calling to market your school for you, does that person know about schools? There's something called specialization. When you get a skill, maybe you're a fashion designer, you can become a specialist at making wedding dresses. Now, you'll be better than another person who is just an overall, they can sew for children, they can make for men, they can do anything. Some will be good, some will not be good. But when you specialize, it makes you better than every other person who has not specialized. So I'm a specialist in this. For education industry, give it to me, no caps, right? Number 2, I have trained entrepreneurs, over 1,000 in different countries of the world. I have trained people in the UK, in the US, in Kenya, in South Africa, even in Ukraine. different countries of the world, right? I know I might not be popular, I might not be very popular, I might not be a popular face. But if you go to my page, my other social media pages, you would see testimonials from these people. If I don't know what I'm doing, I cannot teach somebody else. I cannot even give certificates to people I've trained with my name on it. So I know my onions, and I know that what I am doing, what I do works. It works. This is not a case of, oh, they scam me. If I want to scam me, I'll not put my face. I'll not put my real name online. Okay? I also work with a team of experts. Many people will say, oh, I paid somebody to run my advert for me, and they logged me out of my page. They scammed me, they deleted the page, or they sold it to somebody else, or they hacked it. I will not do that. Myself and my team, we will not do that. We will not hack you. We will not hack your page. We will not steal your page and sell. If you don't know, if you meet a random person online and you give them your login details, very important. You give them your login details, they log in, they can log you out. They can sell your page. They can maybe have an issue with them. They can mess you up and make you start from ground zero again. I will never do such a thing. I am a trustworthy and very honest person, if I can say so myself. Another thing is I guarantee you results. I guarantee you return on investments. And I'm tested and trusted. When it comes to schools, I am tested and trusted without any iota of doubt. All right? That is why I am asking you to let me help you. Let me help you make money this session, this next session. Let me help you, since you have been working. So I know people in the education industry, they put in a lot of effort. But the money that is made back is not usually, compared to the amount of work that the teachers are doing, that the school owner is doing, the amount of money they are paying to keep the school in order to, get latest resources for the children to learn. It's not so easy. So I want you guys to sit back and relax and enjoy. Imagine my customer that got 70 children. Even if she did not increase her school fees, just me, she has been balling. Do you know how much one child is paying? Let's even say it's so bad, they're paying only 50K. Every term, 50 times 70 plus the others that are already there. Of course, she's no longer struggling as she used to. And I want the same for you. All right. If you have been here and you have watched up until this period, up until now, you fall into 3 categories. Category 1, Oluseyi, this is a fantastic idea. I like it. But you see, I'm going to plan towards it next year. I don't have money. My school cannot afford it right now. I cannot force you. If you think that is what you want to do, it's fine. But you know how Nigeria works. Inflation is on the rise every single day. The price of today will not be the price for tomorrow. And the price of this year will not be the price of next year. And trust me, by next year, the competition will be higher. So if that's you, well, good for you. God bless you. The second group of people will be, oh, I'm just a principal. I'm just a teacher. In my school. It's my boss that makes the decision. I can't really do much. She might not listen to me. Well, you can make that boss listen to you. You can show them the value that you will get in exchange for how much they're paying. You will. You can. And you can add that to your CV later in the future to say, I worked with XYZ school and I helped them, increase their population within 3 months, within a session, within a year, by this strategy. Trust me, any school owner that sees that on your CV, they would increase your money. They will pay you. They would employ you. I have some of my customers that were, sent to me, or how do I put it? They recommended me to their school, to the school owner. And then the school owner gives me a call to say, okay, my admin said this about you. I want to hear more. How does it work? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, that admin, person is doing a great job. Because some people will see something like that and keep quiet and say, after all, I'm collecting my salary. That's my business. It's not that's the owner of the school business. You should let her not be making money. Okay? And then the third group of people here tonight are people that are like, Oluseyi, stop talking. How much is this thing? I am ready to start. I am tired of praying and fasting without results. I am ready to work smart. I want to be a smart school owner. I don't want to be those people that will be struggling and suffering all for nothing. So, which category do you belong? Category A, B, or C? Category A, B, or C? Let me not see anybody in any. Okay. Category A, B, or C? Nobody is telling me the chart. Please tell me which category you fall into. Category A, I don't have money. Next year we'll try. I don't need 50. I don't need 50 new children. The money they will pay is too much. I don't need money. Category 2 is I'm just a teacher. I'm just a principal. It's not really my business. Let me collect my salary and go home. And then category 3, we are going to do everything it takes to get in and, do this for this school because we know that our school is ready to fly. It's only the fact that people have not known about us. We are ready to fly. All right. So my question for you will be, what would an extra 50 million naira do for you in September 2024? If I do exactly as I've said, and you really get, you get a lot of children, you get so many, 50, let's even say 50, let's be modest. I'm a very modest person. Let's be modest with the figure. Let's not make noise. 50 children only, and that's equivalent to 50 million. For some of you, it's 100 million. For some of you, it's even more than that, right? By September, you get that much. And it's just cooling in your school account. How would that make you feel? How would that make you feel? Will you buy a house in Banana Island? I don't know how much they sell houses there. Will you build a new house in your village? Will you travel to a dream destination for a much needed rest? Mommy, you have been struggling for so long. You have been growing this school for so many years. What will you do with that money? What will you do? Just think about it. Will you finally increase your staff salary? Every day they are crying. Ma, the economy is not good though. Please increase our salary. Oh, since 2022, you have not increased salary. The school, you're saying I can't increase salary because I've not increased school fees. And things are becoming more expensive. How about you have more children and you have more money and you can tip your teachers? You can make them happy. Or are there people here who like to do charity? They will carry the money like this, go and pay tithes in the church. Or they'll go and pay one orphanage, say, please take care of these children. They'll, just do something that they want to do. Who is here now? Are you people with me? What would you do with that money? What would you do with that money? Somebody say, build a system where money, well, correct. Correct. This person wants to go and invest the money. Other people are not talking. What will you do with the money? What will you do with that money when it hits your account? People are just paying, alert into your account. How would that make you feel? Are you still here? If you are here, please give me a yes in the chat. If you're here, please give me a chat. Give me a yes in the chat. Give me a yes in the chat. Give me a yes in the chat. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, yes. Okay, get a permanent site. I like that. You're going to move your school to a permanent site. Thank you. I like the energy in the room. Thank you. So the next thing is, Oluseyi, stop all this long story. How much is this thing? How much? When you talk big like this, are you sure it's not too expensive? Would we be able to afford it? Well, trust me, it is not as expensive as you think. It is not as expensive as you think. So if I ask you to pay 2 million naira, let me not shout. If I ask you to pay 2 million naira for something that is sure, guaranteed will give you 50 million naira, will you pay? Is that a fair price? Is that a fair price? Don't fear. That's not the price I'm charging. I'm just saying I want to do business and I say, madam, give me 2 M. In 3 months, I'll double it, and bam, we'll just get 50 M in return. Is that a fair price? Is that a fair price? Okay. All right. Now, what if I charge half of that? And I don't like money. Let me just take 1 M. Because of the work involved, because of my staff, I'm going to pay them. Let me just take 1 M only, I don't want to stress you. Do you think that will still be a fair price? If you are sure, like as sure as the day, you are sure that you're going to get 50 children, 100 children, 70 children, as the case may be, if you are sure, would it be too hard or too difficult or too stressful for you to pay that amount of money? I know many people say, no, it's not too much. But Nigerians don't like to be very honest when it comes to money. Okay, so I'm not going to charge you this amount of money either. I'm not going to charge you this amount of money. Now, I need you to understand that up to 60% of the amount of money you are paying, more than 60% actually, goes into your adverts. It goes into the advert. The advert, I'm not the one that takes the money for advert. I pay the platform to advertise. And it's a very transparent process. By the time we are done with you, we can show you how much was spent on advert. From the back end, you can download it and show you. This is not what I write in my hand. This is from the platform. Either it's Facebook or Instagram or whatever platform we are using, we can show you a downloaded result of how much was spent on your advert. So it's not, everything is not coming to me. I'm only going to take a commission and then pay for the services we render to you for setting up and putting everything in motion. The most part of your money goes into the advert, all right? So let me go on. I want to make you an offer. You know, I promised you at the beginning that if you come and you stay up till the end, you're going to get something, all right? So I'm going to make you an offer right now. I'm going to make you an offer right now. I want to make you an offer right now. So sit back, sit tight, and pay attention. Now, before I make you that offer, I must be very honest with you. This service is not for everybody. This service, my work, is not for everybody. These are the people that the work is not for. The service will not work for you if you fall into any of these categories. Category number 1, your school is in a rural, undeveloped area. So if you live in a place where there's no access to good quality internet, because most of my work is going to be done online, I don't need to come to your location to do it. Even though I live in Port Harcourt, up until now, I have not gone to Mrs. Ajayi's school. It's not far away from my house. It's a place I can get to in 30 minutes or less. But I have never gone there. Up till today, I've not gone there. So whether you're in Lagos, you're in Abuja, you're in any state, I don't need to come to your location. We will sit down and do I'm training you now. I'm not in your house. I'm not in your location. The internet has made the world a global village. You can do things for people without being in their face, like real in their face, without being in their location, right? You understand what I'm trying to say? So, but if your school is in a very rural area, no network, no internet, people don't use social media, they don't use anything online, everybody still does the normal ancient things, please, this will not work for you. Is my network stable? All right. The second group of people, if your school building is dilapidated, uncompleted, unattractive, please go and use the money now to repair your school. Don't pay me. Because the parents of today, they are very visual. They make buying decisions with their eyes. So there's nothing like, oh, madam, don't worry about the school building. We have not covered it with roof. But you see our teachers, all of them finished from Harvard University. Don't bother. They will not take you seriously. And I cannot work with you. Please. I need to be very honest with you. So you will not say, oh, we advertised for you and it didn't work. If you're under this category, please, it won't work for you. Another group of people is you have a school, but you don't have qualified staff. Somebody walks into your school to say, good morning. Who is the administrator here? You say, The teachers have left. You know, those kind of funny grammar that some people speak because they employ people who are not up to par in the profession. If you know your teachers are not qualified, they are not dedicated, you don't have facilities, educational materials, learning aids, you don't have them, things that will make people to say, wow, take my money, I like your school. Please don't pay for my service. It won't work for you. Go and use that money to put your school in order, then you come back later. All right? Now, another group of people is they have the money, they have everything, but they will never be available. They just want to pay you and then vanish. No, you cannot pay me and vanish. If you pay me for my service, you need to be available. I'll be taking a lot of things from you. I'll be calling, scheduling meetings with you online, offline as well, if there's need for it, to make sure that this thing works. All right? So this is not a case of I've paid you, go and do magic. I'm not a magician. We have strategies. We will sit down with you, understand your vision, your mission, learn about your school. What are the things you're looking at? Who is your target audience? Because what works for school A might not work for school B. We need to understand the mind of the owners of the school. And we need to ask you questions. So you need to be available. Either the school owner is available or a staff, dedicated staff that can answer our questions need to be available. If you know that you will just pay and vanish, please don't pay. Thank you very much. If you have watched up to now and you know you will just pay and vanish, please just log out. I need to be honest because this is my integrity is on the line here. Another thing is your students never pass external exams. If you have a school and anytime they write common entrance, they write WAEC, they write JAM, they always fail. Don't bother because parents will ask questions. They will ask you, in the past 3 years, what has the result been for students who leave your school? Do they write external exams? Do they go for competitions? What is it like? If you cannot answer very well, you cannot convince parents with something tangible, something good, my strategy will not work for you. Forget my sweet mouth. I must be honest. All right? But if you know that you have every single thing it takes to convince the greatest Thomas in this world that you have what it takes to, educate their child and give them value for their money, then this will work for you. This will work for you. The parents that we are looking to convert, they are human beings. Some people will say, oh, my child is very poor in maths. Do you have a good maths teacher? They will ask you. Some people that have little kids in creche, in nursery, they want to see that your environment is clean. You have minders. Do you have CCTV? Little things that that your target market would ask for. If you have those things in place, there is no reason why my strategies will not work for you. There's no reason. There's no reason. So if you are still here till now, it means that you qualify. You have everything it takes for this strategy to work for you. Oh, am I going forward or backwards? Okay. Now, I've spoken to school owners who have invested tens of millions, hundreds of millions in their school. And ever since they started, they have not gotten a good return on investment. Those are the people I started my business for. Those are the people I want to help. If you are one of those, your building is top notch. You have everything it takes. You have the facility. You have good staff. Like I said before, you have everything it takes. But the only thing you lack is visibility. You need more people to know about you and then come in and then see that you are worth your salt. Sorry, I'm not an English person. Some of the grammar self. Some of the grammar self. Please forgive me. All right. So if you're still here up till now, I'm going to introduce you to my first package. I'm introducing you to 2 packages. All right. The first one here is called the School Growth Package. The School Growth Package. And here's what you get when you sign up for this package. We are going to create your pages or make over the old one that you have. So some people who say, oh, I have a page, we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we are on this platform and that platform. We'll go back and check it, look at it, see what's working there, what's not working. Some people will need to start afresh from ground zero. Some people will need to do a makeover for them. Whatever category you are, we'll do that. Another thing we'll do for you is content strategy. We're going to sit down and plan your content relative to the customers you're trying to attract. I've said that before. For school A and school B, you are not trying to attract the same kind of customers. So depending on the kind of customers you're trying to attract, we're going to come up with a plan and a strategy for your content, for your visuals, the pictures, the videos, the whatever that we'll be putting out. We'll make sure we work on that. And this service is for 3 months. Please, all the services I'm going to be talking about this evening, they are for 3 months. It's not 1 month. It's not 2 weeks. It's not 1 week. It is 3 months, 90 days, 3 months. So you're contracting us to do your marketing for you for 3 months. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It takes time to see results. 3 months. Okay. Then we are also going to manage your page or your pages for you for 3 months. So this service is what it encompasses. We are going to create and set up your account, your ad accounts. Ad there means adverts. If you don't know, there's a setup site to advertising online. You don't just go on and advertise. You have to do some sort of setup, okay? I will do that for you. It covers the setup fees. It covers the actual advertising fee. Okay? How much money goes into advert? Whatever you pay will cover that. And then finally, a dedicated support rep for the 90 days. You have somebody in my team that will be assigned to work with you. They'll be the one to ask you questions. They'll be the ones to liaise with you. Of course, I'll also be in the picture, but because of the number of clients we have, we'll also need to, you know, I would have people who would work with you directly. And when I need to come in, I would also come in. Now, if you put your calculator together, the total amount for this service is 1 million naira for 3 months. I said before, if I'm going to give you this amount of money as a return on investment, can I charge up to 1 million naira? Of course, I told you I will not charge up to that, but this is like the total amount if I'm going to charge you exactly what the service is worth. But for the fact that you're here tonight, this is the price that you're going to pay. 750,000 naira if you make one-time payment. One-time payment. I'm still coming. I'm not done. Don't run away. One-time payment of 750,000 naira for 3 months. It covers you for 3 months. If you want to split your payments into 2 parts, it's fine. You can pay 400,000 naira twice. And then we are going to create the service for you. We're going to do it for you against the next session. Now, do you have any question on this? Okay, I guess I'll take questions later because it gets rowdy when people start asking questions. Now, this is one package. That's one package. The second package. If this package is pricey for you, for your school, there's a second package, a more affordable package. That package is called the school visibility package. Oh, what's wrong? Okay, this second package is called the school visibility package. It's similar to the first, but the price and the number of things you get is different, okay? The kind of service you get here is different. You also get paid makeover and creation, as the case may be. There's still content planning and strategy. There's still page management. Your advert account will be set up, but your advertising would not be as much. The amount of money that goes into your advert will be way less, okay, compared to the first, the school growth package, all right? And then you also get a dedicated support rep. But in this case, I'm going to go, when we go further, you will see what makes two of them different. You will see. So for this one, the total amount is 650,000 naira, but there's a discount. And for the discount, you can make a one-time payment of 500,000 naira. It's for 3 months, like I said before. Over the course of the 3 months, you're not paying any dime again to us, except that amount of money that we are charging you. If you want to pay twice, you can pay twice, and you pay 275,000 twice. And then we'll do your job for you, and you see your results. Now, there are 2 plans here, and this is just to show you the difference between the 2 of them. For the school growth package, you get 40 to 70 students. It's possible to get more, but I am going to play on the side of caution and give you a lower range. So 40 to 70 students on the school growth package. Then we are going to advertise for you on 2 platforms. Then another thing we're going to do for you is, oh, sorry. Oh, this slide is going backwards. What's going on? Oh, wow. Sorry. Okay, on this package, you're going to get 40 to 70 students. It covers 2 platforms. And, you know, sorry. You get more money spent on your advert, and it's for schools that are big. So you know how many students you need to fill up your school. If your school is a very big school, maybe you can even take 100 children and the school will still take them. You have enough classes, right? But for people who maybe don't have that much space, the school visibility package is going to be for you. We promise you 20 to 40 students, okay? And then it covers only 1 platform. less money is spent on your adverts, and it's for smaller schools. Maybe you have a limited budget, don't have that much money to spend, or you don't even have that much space in your school to accommodate 70, 80, 100 children. So maybe you're fine with 20 to 40, all right? Now, the next question you'll be asking me is, can you guarantee that it will work for my school? What if it doesn't? Now, if I'm the one to take care of the process from A to Z, from the advert to talking to students, to parents, to making sure that the school is in order, I will be able to take 100%, is it liability? What's that word now? But because the whole process is not in my hand 100%, I cannot give you a guarantee on everything. This is my guarantee for you. And that's why I said it's a range. My guarantee for you is that if you pay for the school growth package, I'm going to make sure that you get nothing less than 150 parents reach out to you. I will make sure that you get nothing less than 150 new parents reaching out to you. And you know, one parent can have 3, 4 children. So when I say 20 to 40 or 40 to 70 students, it's a range. It can be more than that. In most cases, when people see what they want and the price is good for them, they would jump on it. All right. And this is the best time to advertise your school, to market your school. This is the best time, because people who are not satisfied in their school, this is the time they're looking around for new schools that are putting their children in September. All right. Now, if you choose the school visibility package, you will get at least 80 prospective parents that will reach out to you within the 3 months we are going to work with you. At least, at the very least. It can be more, like I said before. It can be more, but I'll just play on the side of caution and give you the lower range. Now, if I send you 150 parents, I'm assuming that maybe you're not very good at convincing people. Maybe your staff might be on their period when the parent comes in. They might not answer them very well, or they might not smile well, and some people will get angry and leave the school. So I'm assuming that out of the 150 prospective parents, you will not be able to convince all 150. You will convince, say, 50, 60, 70 of them, right? That's like half. Now, on the school visibility side, I'm assuming that out of the 80 parents that will come, that will call, that will check out your school, that will ask people around, maybe you're not able to convince all of them. Maybe you're able to convince 30 of them, 40 of them. Or if you're very good, you're very smart, you're very vocal, your admin staff or your principal or head of school is very, sharp, they can do much better than that. But I'm just giving you a range, okay? Now, the next thing I'm going to ask you is, does this sound good? Does this sound great to you? It takes two to tango, right? Your team will do their work. My team will do our own work. We are sure that we're going to do our work and give you results, but we are not sure of you and your team. So do you think you have a great team that can pull this off? Like, you are sure that if we can get you 80 or 150, depending on the package you choose, your team is ready. They will speak to them. Let the parents just come in. My school is beautiful enough. They have everything they need to see. Give me in the chat. If you think this sounds great, please type great in the chat. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Do you think your team can pull this off? Like, just give me the parents, bring them. Don't worry, we are ready. We can do the work. That is why we are here. We will make sure they don't go without bringing money, without bringing their children. Oh, great. Lots of people are saying great. Wow. 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 Awesome. I like that. I like the energy. Great. Nobody is saying, I don't trust my teachers. I don't trust my staff. Everybody is saying great. That's good. That's good. That means you're ready. You're ready to make money. You are ready. And because you are ready, I am also ready. Okay. So if you are still here up till now, I've already given you a discount at the beginning. But if you are still here up until now, you have stayed with me for 1 hour, 18 minutes. If my mathematics is still good. We started at 7:30 and this is 8:48 p.m. You should be in bed right now, sleeping or preparing to sleep, but you are here with me. I want to reward only 10 people, fastest finger, only 10. If you are here and you're a decision maker at your school and you are like, I'm ready, I want to do this. I am ready to do this. Of course, I can't take everybody. We have more than 60 something people here the last time I checked. Okay, I've dropped to 55. I can't take all the 55%, right? But let me even give a special reward to those people who are still staying here up until now, right? For the first 10 people, trust me, if all the 10 people take this offer this night, it will be closed. Yes. For the first 10 people, I'm going to give you an extra special discount. Hey, God, help me. Are you ready to see what that is? The fact that you have stayed here with me up till now. Hey, who is this? Madam Joy. Oh, somebody says battery is low. At the end, what's our expectation? I've given you enough expectation already. Now, if you're still here and you want to take the fastest finger offer, this is what I'm giving you. I know that you might not be ready to make the full payment yet, right? As at this evening. We are not going to start our marketing up until the beginning of June. So the last week of May is when we will start the process. Before all the putting things together is when we are going to start against June, July, August, when we would market for you. So if you can make a deposit this evening, the deposit is anything around 100,000 naira or more. I am going to secure these prizes for you. Remember that I said if you're paying once, the price is different. If you're paying twice, the price is different. But for the people who stayed up till now to watch this session, like you're here up till now, your time is valid, it's important, it's valued, and I am not taking that for granted. I am going to secure your price for you at this point, like these prices. If you take the school growth package, I'm going to secure it for you at 700,000 naira. If you can make a deposit this evening, today. So you will make that deposit and then I'll give you time to pay it up, but you will not pay the original amount. Now, if you want to take the school growth package, I cannot go further. I cannot go lower than 40,000. The school visibility package, rather, I cannot go lower than 450,000 naira, but I can secure it at that point for you. So you make a deposit tonight, and then we lock it up for you, hoping that before the end of May, you would have paid at least 60% of that money, and then we can start your work. If you don't make that deposit tonight, you're going to have to stick with the prices I gave you earlier. So it's either you pay upfront and you pay the lowest price, or you pay twice and get, pay the new amount of money. But if you are still here and, you're ready to take this offer tonight, just make a deposit of at least 100K. It can be more, right? But it should not be less than 100,000 naira. And secure, you just tell me which of the packages I should secure for you. At this price you're seeing here now, this particular price, that is what you're going to pay. You're not going to pay any extra fee. Okay? So if you're game, this is only open to 10 persons. Please, this is a business. I can't go lower than this. Okay? So this is the account number to put something in. You can send that money, or you just screenshot this so that, okay, somebody says school visibility, I'm in. Great. That is the account number to book your slot in at the lowest price possible. This is just to reward people who stayed up till now. If you did not stay up till now, you will not see this. You won't see this. You can pay into this account and send me a WhatsApp message or an email with proof of payment. I will lock up your spot for you. It's only open to 10 persons, but it's for tonight only. We have over 40, 50 people here this evening. So it tells me that you are ready and you're going to go out and source for the rest of the money. Of course, I'm believing that God who sees your heart, that you really want to do this for your school business, you're going to do it and you're going to get results. I like to work with people who want to get results. I'm not one to talk too much, right? So make your payment into this bank account. It's a GT bank account. Or if you want me to drop it on the WhatsApp group, I would also drop it there tonight. So let me say within 24 hours, right? Because I know that bank network can be another issue. But after the 10 slots are gone, we'll go back to our original pricing system, and that will be it. Okay? I'm going to stop here right now, and I'll take questions. Ooh. Permit me to take a sip of water. If you have questions, please, I'll say type it in the chat. Or if you know you're not in a noisy place, you can unmute yourself and ask as well. We have the next 10 minutes or so to answer questions. So questions. Thank you for listening up to now. Please ask your questions, any question at all. I will be willing to answer you.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, madam.
Bless you. So I want to ask a question. Do you help recruit qualified teachers?
Do I have
Do you help to recruit qualified
teachers?
or head of schools? Is there any way you could, in your package, help to do that as a church and as the school growth part of the school growth package?
Okay, no. But depending on your location, I could point you in the direction of some people who do consulting. So where's your location?
I'm in Bagada Pedro area.
Okay, Lagos. I could find out for you. Maybe you send me a WhatsApp message. I'll find out from my people in Lagos. But we don't recruit.
Okay, you're not
staff.
in Lagos.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm in Port Harcourt. I stay in Port Harcourt.
Okay, all right. Okay. Thank you.
But I'll be in Lagos in July. For people that sign up for me, I might just show up at your school and say, hello, madam, I'm at your gate. I'm going to be in Lagos in July, August. I'll be in Lagos. I was in Lagos last year for camp. I'll be in Lagos this year again for camp. So I might just visit 1 or 2 schools. Do I have questions? So somebody say, can I pay tomorrow evening? Why are you wasting time? The slots might be gone by tomorrow evening. Somebody says, my question is, what happens if we don't get results? Madam Osomola, you will get results, 500% sure. I will make sure that you get 80, at least 80 prospective parents reaching out to you. My question to you will be, can you lock up all the 80 or at least half of that? This is something I've done over and over every year, every time. How did I get 300 persons into a WhatsApp group? Maybe you should ask me that question. I could have gotten 1,000. I've done that before. But I stopped at, I got 200 and something. I said, no, let's stop here. Let's just get 300 and stop. I could do that because I know my business. I know what to do. So the question is, Madam Osimola, will you be able to convert all the 80 or 150 people I sent to you? Will you be able to convert them? So somebody says, my school is an absolutely new school. Just hoping to use this summer to start up officially. I need a package that will help with enough population. They sign up for the school growth package. That one will take up the whole area by storm. And trust me, many of your competitors that you think are really big, they don't know about the strategy. They are still using the old, ineffective method of marketing. By the time you do this, they'll come and ask you, madam, who do your juju for you, I beg? They don't know about the strategy. They know absolutely nothing about it. Trust me. So I'd advise you do any of the packages that you can afford very well. Just do that one and you'll get results. Even if it's a new school, there's a different strategy for a new school, a different strategy for a school that is already in existence. We'll talk about that. That's where me and you will sit down and we'll map out exactly what to do. Okay, somebody says, what if the school has a new building, but it still needs some work? Can we still lock down with the 100K? Yes. And come back when we are ready. Yes, you can. Provided you'll be ready before the end of June. Because we need 90 days to work. And you know that this is the window, this is the period. This June, July, August, and maybe up to mid-September, this is the period. Will you need to buy any special equipment? Not necessarily. If you run a creche and preschool, you just need to have the things that parents that need children, that have children in creche and preschool need. If you have a primary school, you just need to, the things that, and then your price point matters. So if you're charging 30, 40K, I don't think your customers will expect to see the same things as a school that is charging 100 to 100K. All right? Your customers will likely not want to see exactly the same thing. So depending on your market and your fees, you know, it's still possible. Another one, can the remaining 50% of the fee be paid at resumption fee or a month after? We cannot give you more than 2 weeks, maximum 3 weeks. A month is too much because we need the money to run the adverts. We cannot give you, like, I don't know. It's not going to work. 1 month is a lot of time. 2 weeks is fine. Maximum 3 weeks, because I'm trying to be very considerate. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Any other question? Did I miss anybody's question? Any other question? Is anybody trying to say something? Okay. How many people have taken my slot already? Let me confirm. The slot is still open. The slots are still open. Make your transfers. Trust me, by the time people watch this replay, they would jump on this thing. So don't even sleep on it. Don't waste time at all. If there's no question again, that means I would have to shut down. Any question again? Anybody else that wants to say something before we go? Anybody? Okay, if there's none else, I would say thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I value your time. I'll try and drop recording either tonight or tomorrow morning. I'll do that. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I'll open the WhatsApp group as well for anyone that wants to ask any question. Let's hope it doesn't get too rowdy. Or you can send me a private message in my WhatsApp, to my WhatsApp number. That would also work. So if there's nothing else, that will be all from my side tonight. Okay. Thank you. And good night.
Good night.
Sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah.
Night.